Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for this session of a ranked draft Rivals of Ixalan video. I like doing draft as a free-to-play player. It helps me build my account while at the same time opening packs for getting some wild cards. As you can see, I do not have very many wild cards left. No uncommons, or no commons, no rares, and no mythics, so I need something. And I haven't drafted Ixalan ever, so the story goes is that I came back to Magic around when Dominaria launched. So I was learning, or not Dominaria, it was Amonkhet. And so I bought the the Gideon Planeswalker deck and Merfolks versus Goblins and played a little bit then, and then I really bought more cards when Dominaria came out. So I kind of missed Ixalan and Rivals, but I'm excited to see how this is going to go. It's just a regular draft. Looks like it's best of ones, play to 3 losses. Hopefully I can get my rank up. I'm bronze tier 4 right now, so I've got no wins in limited format. So let's spend some gold and get into the draft. And I've hidden my camera, so hopefully I remember to show the camera when the games start, just so you can see my reactions and stuff like that. But this way I think we'll have a better view of the cards that I'm drafting or otherwise not drafting in the set. Now I don't know this set very well, in all honesty. I really don't. So we're going to look at all the cards. Got a Captain's Hook. Enchanted creature gets +2/+1, has Menace. This is probably going to be really good in draft format. When Captain's Hook becomes unattached, destroy that permanent, and it equips for 1. But +2/+1 Menace is pretty good. A Cherished Hatchling. You may cast dinosaur spells, so they had Flash, is pretty good. And whenever you cast a dinosaur spell, it gains the ability to fight another creature when it comes out. That's not bad. Cacophedon has an Enrage effect. Legion Lieutenant's always good if there's some vampire synergy and their figures to be. Cleansing Ray is situational removal, so not great. I don't like 3/1 flyers, although they're not bad, because flying is pretty good. Sea Legs. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 as long as it's a pirate. Otherwise it doesn't. Sun-Crested Pterodon. 2/5 potentially with Vigilance if you have another dinosaur. And there figures to be a lot of dinosaurs and vampires in this deck. I think I'm on Captain's Hook here. 2 casting, 2/2 with Vigilance. Not wonderful. Shatter isn't bad for destroying a target artifact. I don't think there's too many artifact creatures that are going to act like bombs here. Swaggering Corsair isn't great. Naturalize is pretty good. Situational removal. Araska Relic. Sacrifice it to gain 3 life and draw a card, but you have to have the City's Blessing for that, so I don't know, that might be kind of a risky play. I'm going to go with Captain's Hook and not have to get into a specific color just yet. Siren Reaver has Raid effect, which costs 1 less if you attacked. Not bad. Forerunner of Legion. Is this the one where you can search your library for a pirate card, reveal it, and shuffle your library? Put that card on top of it. Forerunner, a lot of Forerunners in this one. So the Empire here. So whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may Forerunner deal 1 damage to target creature. And you can search for a dinosaur, right? Yeah, so that's not awful either. That would put us on red pretty good. At least partially on red. I don't like Cleansing Ray. It's too situational. Crashing Tide has Flash, doesn't control Merfolk, so it's like an instant if you have a Merfolk. Return target creature on his hand, draw a card. That's not great. That's not bad. Araska Raptors to 4 casting 3/4. Swaggering Corsair. His raid effect, it gets +1/+1 if you attacked. Dusk Charger is a imagery of a very upset Frisian here. Has +2/+2 if you have the City's Blessing. It would be forecasting 5/5 with the City's Blessing. Gruesome Fate. That's very situational. I don't think that would be good in this format. Hardy Veteran is a 2/4 on my turn, which is pretty good. Naturalize, we've seen that before. And a Colossal Dreadmaw. I do believe the Dreadmaw is the best card in this pack. A 6 casting, 6/6 trample. These Forerunners look like they're too situational. They're like tutors for a vampire and for a dinosaur, for a pirate and a dinosaur. So I'm going to go with Colossal Dreadmaw. Oh, Blood Sun. Interesting. All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. I don't think I'm on that. Resplendent Griffin. Whenever it attacks, if you have the City's Blessing, it gets a +1/+1 counter. But a 3 casting 2/2 flying isn't terrible either. Sunborn Sentry's pretty good. A 1 casting 0/3 blocker. It slows down a lot of the aggro effects. I think Fanatical Firebrand is the one here. This is it. Crashing Tide again, not great. Suncrest Pterodon, not great. Stampeding Horncrest has haste as long as you control another dinosaur. That's not bad. Especially because Colossal Dreadmaw is a dinosaur, so that's something, but it's expensive. Another Gruesome Fate. Oh, Grasping Scoundrel is good. Deadeye Rig Hauler. Deadeye Rig Hauler. So this raid effect is you attack, then you get the raid effect of it coming into play and returning a creature to its owner's hand. That's not great. Gleaming Barrier. Situational. Another Dreadmaw, but that would make my deck too expensive. So I'm on either Fanatical Firebrand or Grasping Scoundrel, and I think for the damage effect I want Fanatical Firebrand. I think so. I don't know what the value of these dual lands are. I know I was watching Nox do this the other day, not for this set, but for Guilds of Ravnica, and he was taking the gates, but I don't see it. Martyr of Dusk isn't bad. Exultant Sky March is pretty good, although I don't want to get into 5 colors right away. Waternaut's decent removal. Really decent removal, actually. Flying is good, and with the added effect of the +1/+1 with the City's Blessing, that's not bad. I think Waternaut's the best pick here. Brazen Freebooter creates an artifact creature whenever it enters the battlefield. Oh, I thought it was whenever it attacks. Okay, that's not great then. Dusk Legion Zealot. Card draw, pretty good. Jadecraft Artisan, when it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2 only until the end of the turn. Or another Fanatical Firebrand. I like Waternaut here a lot. So I don't think there's going to be too much removal in this set. I'm going to take Waternaut. I'm going to do it. And if I get a white card, I will have almost one of every color. That's wonderful. Legion Conquistador. Search library for any number of cards named Legion Conquistador. It's a vampire. Forerunner of the Coalition. When it enters the battlefield, search library for a pirate again. Divine Verdict just destroys attacking or blocking creatures. I don't think there's too much in this set that's hexproof. Yeah, I think Carnage Tyrant is in Ixalan. Well, yeah, so we do have a pack of that. So this might not be as strong if there's like a good hexproof creature anyways. I'm going to grab the flyer, the blue flyer. I think we're on blue, green, maybe Simic colors. Aggressive Urge is okay. It's card draw and a combat trick. I like that. I'm going to grab the flyer. Let's see, Recover. I don't think black is strong, at least not in this pack. One damage to each creature without flying. I don't think that's terrific. Crashing Tide. It's too situational. Well, no, I mean, it's a sorcery without having a merfolk, but it's still 3 casting. Bounce and draw a card. Almost like Blink of an Eye. Knight of the Stampede is cool with all the dinosaurs. I'm going to go with Fanatical Firebrand again. Hatzokan Seer. Mana ramp, and then you can sacrifice it to return a target dinosaur card from your graveyard to your hand. Sun-crested Pterodons. Nobody's really taking white, which is kind of good. Maybe I should start picking up the flyers. 5 casting, 5/3, or a 5 casting 2/5 flyer. That is pricey. Jadecraft Artisan, Naturalize, and a Shatter. Okay, so I like flying in draft, so I'm gonna grab the Sun-crested and see what we got here. Okay, so I'm on. Looks like blue blue and red are starting to take over. I also like green. I don't want to do 3 colors though. Secrets of the Golden City, or the Orozco Relic. Let's go with Secrets of the Golden City for card draw. So Sea Legs isn't bad for my characters, or not my characters, my creatures. And then also if you put on their creatures that aren't pirates, they get -2/-0. So that's not terrible. Yep, we're going to grab it. I don't think we're on green the rest of this pack, at least. Gruesome Fate, I like Dust Charger. This is cool artwork, but I don't think we're going to be on black at all. We'll grab the Dinosaur. I don't need Gleaming Barrier. 5 casting Dinosaur again. It's a little expensive, but we'll grab it anyways. Shatter? I like the creatures. I'm going to be light on creatures with this one, it looks like. And we will take the green card draw. Okay, 2 Aggressive Urges. That's splashable. Pack number 2, Slaughter the Strong. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control power 4 or less, then sacrifices all other creatures they control. I don't think that's great. Silvergill Adept is pretty good if you have a Merfolk. Deadeye Brawler has got Death Touch, so that's situational removal, but I don't have any black. Then you get to draw a card. Woodland Stream is trash. Raptor Companion, no, not digging it. Not digging Vampire Revenant. Secrets of the Golden City, I got one. I feel like 2 might be too much. I think Mistcloak Herald is terrific. Squire's Devotion. That looks pretty good too. Another Sun Sentinel. Another Canal Monitor. Canal Monitor is probably pretty good. Target creature and opponent controls, so damage equals power to another creature. Mutiny. Wow, that's oddly playable in a lot of formats right there. Goblin Trailblazer I think is pretty good, as is Mistcloaked Herald. I think this is good. And now it's starting to look like I can load up on some enchantments for my flyers and unblockables. Could be a pretty good way to do this. Ooh. Oh, target Merfolk. When Aquatic Incursion enters... This isn't the one. This isn't River Herald's Blessing or whatever. Okay. I don't like that as much. Oathsworn Vampire. It casts Oathsworn Vampire if you gain life. That doesn't apply to me. Resplendent Griffin again. Bad. I don't think we should go for anti-vampires. Goblin Trailblazer looks good. I don't like Vampire Revenant. Moment of Craving is good. The Brigging Hauler, River Darter, Brazen Freebooter. Decent. I mean, it's pretty much a 3 casting 3/3 because you get the mana back, right? Or another Dreadmaw. I'm gonna go with Brazen Freebooter. It's probably not the right play. Awakened Amalgam. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of differently named lands you control. Interesting. Probably not going to be very good in this format. An Exultant Sky Marcher again and a Blazing Hope. Not terrible. Oh, Soul of the Rapids. This guy's got to be a bomb right here. A 3/2 with Hexproof. Yes. There we go. Plummet. Stampeding Horncrest. There's nothing. Just double checking the rest of the pack here. Okay, we're taking the 3/2 flyer with Hexproof. That's a game ender, hopefully. Forerunner of the Heralds, another Forerunner. So, a terrific in a Merfolk deck. Highland Lake isn't good. Sanguine Glorifier. Vampire Synergy. Another Sea Legs isn't terrible. River Darter, no. Suncaller Raptor. It's Trample. Pumpable, that's not bad. Dinosaur Hunter. Whenever Hunter deals damage to a dinosaur, destroy that creature. It's like Torok the Hunter. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's see here. Sea Legs? We're going to take another Sea Legs. Is our flyer, doesn't happen to be a pirate, does he? He's not. Actually, I don't think I have any pirates. Got 1, 2. Okay, I've got a couple pirates. All right. I can get behind 2 pirates. Mutiny. I like Water Knot. I do. Because it never untaps and it stays. And there's not a whole lot of enchantment removal happening. But I do have a creature of my own that can't be blocked and one with hexproof. So I do like the idea of getting them +1/+1 and haste. And this equips for 1. So it's not terrible, but it's slow. Very slow. I'm going to go with Water Knot. Hunt the Weak. I don't think that's great for me. Ooh, Luminous Bonds. But also, Sailor of Means. He's a good blocker, and he makes a treasure token, so he's got some mana ramp elements to him. Flood of Recollection, return target instant or sorcerer from your graveyard to your hand, and then you exile Flood of Recollection. Poor Jace, he's like, can't do it. Not great for me, nope. Recover, not good. Another Brazen Freebooter, I don't hate that at all. Or the Orozco Raptor. I like the pirate theme, because I have the Captain's Hook, so I'm going to go with the pirate. Ooh, I like this. Buccaneer's Bravado. Drafting a blue... Oh, there's another hexproof. Or Induced Amnesia. Target player exiles all cards from their hand face down, then draws that many cards. When Induced Amnesia is put in the graveyard, return the exiled cards to the owner's hand. That sounds like garbage to me, but I could be wrong. Sunborn Sentry. Okay, I'm on Soul of the Rapids here. Mistcloak Herald, I think, is the right call. Thunderherd Migration. Good for dinosaurs, not good for what I'm getting. Secrets or Mutiny? I don't hate Mutiny. This is going to be more of like a Simic. Not Simic. Is it? Huh. Yeah. Alright. Card draw or Mutiny? I'm going to go with Mutiny. I need more removal. No. River Darter. Or should I take the Colossal Dreadmaw off the table? I don't think it matters. I'm going to go with River Darter just for the creature. See if it makes the deck. Stampeding Horncrest. A Shatter. I can get some Shatters, right? See if I'm going up against any artifacts at all. There will be some, but I don't think there's any vehicles in this deck to worry about. Why don't we grab a Shatter? Roscoe Relic's fine. Yep. And a Flood of Recollection anyways. Okay. Francis Ford Coppola, Warden of Waves. Spells your opponent's cast that target a merfolk you control cost 2 more. Abilities your opponents activate that target a merfolk you control cost 2 more. So this is merfolk specific. 3 casting 2/2. 2 casting 2/2. Doesn't sound like it would be terrific for this. Another Vampire. Fiery Cannonade is probably the pick here. I've picked up a lot of pirates. Yeah, shoot, I think it's time to go like blue-red pirates. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, lightning. Oh, here we go. This kind of worked out. I like Encampment Keeper. I think it looks tougher than a 1/1. Like the artwork there is a little different. Legion's Judgment, not good. Too specific, too expensive. Sailor of Means. Watertap Weaver is cool, but it's only for that 1 turn. Swashbuckling. Ooh, I like Swashbuckling too. That's great. But I think I like Lightning Rig Crew better because I will have plenty of pirates. So I'm going to grab Lightning Rig Crew. Oh, it's only 1 damage to each opponent. Okay, so it's not 1 damage to target anything. Just the opponent. So I'm on Swashbuckling. Oh, show. Bishop of the Bloodstained. Okay. When he enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life for each vampire you control, which will be 1 in a lot of cases. Stormfleet Arsonist has a raid effect. If you attack with a creature, turn, target opponent sacrifices a permanent. It's not bad, but 5 casting is kind of expensive. Good old Merfolk Branchwalker. Demystify is a 1 casting, destroy target enchantment. That should see more playing time in Standard, I think. Shorekeepers, card draw if the game goes 19 turns. Rummaging Goblin is actually terrific here. Hijacking, control target artifact. Until end of turn, that's not worth it. Mark of the Vampire, enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has lifelink, that's kind of cool. 2 casting 2/2. Costly Plunder, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards, that's a pretty good card draw. But I don't have any black, so I'm not going to start now. I'm going to go with Rummaging Goblin. Arguel's Bloodfast. Oh, I need those for my collection. Oh, this is silly, but okay, I'm going to take it. Deathless Ancient. It's an expensive flying vampire. Shapers of Nature. Put a +1/+1 counter. That's kind of cool for long games. Shipwreck Looter. Already got card draw. Another Hijack. Another Swashbuckling is cool. Ryle. Skittering Heartstoppers. Haven't seen those too often. Depth. It gains Death Touch for 1 black. That's not terrible. I don't like that. It just makes you a treasure token. And Commune of Dinosaurs. Like, I'm going to take Arguel's Bloodfast. I just need this for my collection, so that's a selfish pick. Okay, here we go. We are definitely taking Tocatli Honor Guard. Yep. Man, we're not missing too much either. Yeah, okay. Honor Guard is ours. Thank you. Boy, now do we splash white? Because that's going to be a pretty good little blocker, pretty good, you know, like none of this stuff is going to happen when you've got, you know, when you play your dudes. Well, it could still tap for things. It just affects it when they come into play, so probably won't be. There's a lot of when it enters the battlefield in this set, though. New Horizons, I haven't seen this card. That's a neat one. Dual Shot deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 creatures. That's pretty good removal. A Spell Pierce? I mean, I'm normally not big on control magic in draft, but for one blue, Spell Pierce isn't terrible, actually. It's almost like a Syncopate, you know, like Syncopate a 1 or 2. And if they can't do it, like if they're playing spells on the curve. But it's non-creature only, so I'm going to go Dual Shot and try and pick off some 1/1s or 2/1s. I like Favorable Winds. It fits the theme. It doesn't. Only creatures with flying, and I'm really more on pirates, aren't I? Crushing Canopy is always good. Destroys a creature with flying or an enchantment. No artifacts. Sacrifice Shrine Keeper does 3 damage to 2 target creatures, but it's a 1 casting 1/1 with Menace. That's not bad. Another Skittering Heartstopper. Or a 5 casting 3/4. When Prosperous Pirates enters the battlefield, create 2 colorless treasure tokens. This is a tricky pick. Or do I get Favorable Winds and hope that it hits my flyers? I've got a couple of flying creatures in here. I don't think I'm going to want the Orozco Relic. Let me try and count the flyers here. I don't have many. I don't have many flyers. So I don't think Favorable Winds would do well. I'm going to grab the Blue Pirate, just because that seems to be the smart move. Deadeye Plunderers. Again, kind of cool artwork. Headwater Sentries, Merfolk Warriors. Black, black, black. And around. There's 1 damage target creature you control. That creature gains trample and draw a card. I like the card draw there. That's potential. Shipwreck Looter, another dual shot. I think I need the dual shot because I don't have a whole lot of removal. I'm going to go with it. I don't like Demolish. Certainly wouldn't make the deck. Sailor of Means, perhaps. Nothing really here. Shorekeeper, 1 casting 03. Actually, Shorekeeper into Captain's Hook. But I don't think I should plan on... I like Ryle, actually. I like that a lot. Deal 1 damage to our creature. You control. That creature gains trample. Yeah. Another Shorekeeper. Why not? And a Spell Pierce. Hey, we landed on it, so that's kind of cool. There's the cat. Cat's joining me to make the deck here. So let's take a look at what we've ended up with. And the mana base, 9 islands, 8 mountains. That gives us 17, which I like. Looks like our 14 1-drops. We could use a couple more 2-drops or eliminate some of those 0s and 1s. Shorekeepers, I'm not in love with. I like Mistcloak Herald a ton. I like Mutiny for 1. Ryle for 1. Flood of Recollection, I don't think I'll be casting. I'll think about mixing Shatter into the fold here if I see a lot of artifacts, but I think a lot of people are going to just put them in the sideboard and not really worry about them. Along with Sailor of Means. Not sold on that guy. I like the card draw here. I like Waterknot. River Darter? I don't love River Darter either. What else do I have in the 2 space, in the 2-drop space? Not much. I could throw in Tocatli for fun, but then I'll never find that white mana source, will I? Let's see. Secrets of the Golden City. Draw 2 cards for 3. Not terrible. I like Waterknot. I like Fiery Cannonade. I like Rummaging Goblin. I like Captain's Hook. Spirewinder, which is just a flyer. So I got 2 Brazen Freebooters. My top end looks a little pricey, doesn't it? 5 at 5, 5 at 4, 6 at 3. Actually, this isn't terrible. I like to trim this down just a touch, though. Maybe 1 Stampeding Horncrest. Take out the Prosperous Pirates because they just add a little bit of mana, but they're a little too expensive. Spirewinder, Brazen Freebooter. Yep, Freebooters get cut. Sorry, guys. And 2 more cuts to make. I like Dual Shot too much. It's only 1 mana. How many creatures do we have? Oh, 11 creatures. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Need more creatures or we're never going to get them. My top end is all creatures. Let's take out Sea Legs. But we need to add creatures. I'd like to be at like 15 creatures. So I want to add a good 4 more here. Yeah, I should add those freebooters back in. Well, this is goofy. You know what? Let's see how it plays. A lot of 1-drops. I mean, 10. I like the 6/3/3 part, but I wish this was more like 6 and 6. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. 57% is red, so I should have more islands. Nope. More mountains than islands. Nope, I shouldn't. Well. Alright, let's try it. Maybe the computer's smarter than me. Alright, let's see how it plays out. Here comes game 1. Hopefully I can win more than 0 games this weekend. Last weekend I won absolutely nothing. Let's try and turn this camera back on. Does that do it? There we go. Okay, cool. Opponent goes first, so we are going to be at his mercy. But I like this cheap removal and my Mistcloak Herald. So, of course, they're probably going to have just as much cheap removal as I do, and I'm not very good at draft. So he's also playing blue and a Mistcloak Herald. Okay, so I'm not the only one with that idea. And I'm really going to need a red mana source. The irony isn't lost on me that I just tried to up my red mana source and then went back to what the computer thought I should do. Got it. Oh, yes. Well, hello. Hi. Deal 1 damage to target creature you control. Okay, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to rile them up just yet. Mutiny. Target creature opponent controls this damage. Yep, I love that idea. So let's get our mountain down. This is a sorcery. Yep, let's Firebrand. There's no reason to leave the red mana open because all my other spells are sorceries. So I'll have to wait until I get a tougher creature out there before I can rile them up. But I can drop my Rummaging Goblin and then start drawing, filter through my deck a little bit better. There's not too much direct damage in this deck other than he went with Induced Amnesia. Oh, he chose himself! Oh, yeah, you could do that. Okay. That is true. Okay, so I've got my Water Knot. Very happy with that. He went with Simic color, so he's blue-green. He's probably going to have some beef in there, which is cool. Good for him. Nice. We got a Storm Tamer? Go, dude. Good work. Could have a Mutiny. Or Nope, I like Swashbuckling a little bit better on my Mistcloak Herald. This is my game plan right here. Mistcloak Herald, unblockable, a few enchants, and some hope. Yep, you do it. Now, if he gets the City's Blessing, I'm going to have to Water Knot his Wayward Sawtooth after I Mutiny somebody. I'm going to need some mana at some point, though. You know what, let's do? I'm going to draw out his Storm Tamer so I can Water Knot. So I can Water Knot the Sword Tooth. I think he sees this coming, though. So he exiles his own Mistcloak Herald. Okay. Alright. Without paying its mana cost. Okay. We're going to draw some land, which is just what we needed. Your go. Don't tell me it's my go, dude. That drives me crazy. Let's Mutiny. Right, so we're going to Mutiny. Target a creature, and then target another creature. Those two. We're going to make those two guys fight. I should have chose his Storm Tamer. What was I thinking? He lets it go through, of course, because he knows I've got something better going on. Let's get rid of Ryle. Oh, that was a mistake. Poop. Yeah, Swordtooth is much better. I should have targeted his dude. No, this guy. Already declared him. Can't undo it. Targeted Storm Tamer, so that way he has to counter it or lose a Storm Tamer, but I blew it. Okay. So we're definitely going to block his big guy. It doesn't matter, we're dead. That's the game. That was fast. Okay, well now I know. So the Storm Tamer can Bronze Tier 4 in limited. Oh, I suck at this. Okay, here we go. I feel like this is one of the better decks that I've drafted in this format. I did okay with Core 19 back in the day, both in paper and there was an event I did for Core 19, but I feel like feel like I'm not very good at these sets where there's a lot of like strong tribals. Alright, Sonny. He's ranked just like I am, so hopefully we can get somewhere. I mean, it looks pretty good, right? Like, I've got a Water Knot, a Firebrand. He goes first again. A lot of this depends on who goes first. I get that, but I'd like to actually get somewhere. I put Swashbuckling on my Firebrand right away and just start swinging in for 3. No. We're going to get our Mistcloak Herald out there. And put Swashbuckling on him. Doesn't turn him into a pirate, though. Discard 2 cards. Yeah, okay, alright. I'm gonna discard my Rummaging Goblin and my Island this early. That's pretty good. It's pretty good this early. I don't like that at all. Probably should have kept the Island and discarded Cannonade. Yeah, boy. Hopefully we get an Island and we can Water Knot. Or not. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to want to Water Knot. I can trade 3 for 3 and still win. But I can't trade 3 for 4 and do much, or 3 for 7. I can block for a turn. There we sort of go. Okay. He is a pirate. So I can Cannonade, my Merfolk lives, and I kill his other 2 creatures, which I like. Let's do that. There we go. Cool. Okay, this doesn't look terrible. If I get a Island, I can Water Knot, or I can draw some cards. I don't have the City's Blessing, I can just draw 2 cards. And I can hope. What's he got? Okay, he's thinking. I get hit for 3. He grabbed the Revenant, which is cool. We are going to go on a Mutiny here. So this creature, target creature an opponent controls, deals damage to another creature. Yes, we did that right. Okay, cool. Lessons learned. See that? Alright, now our opponent's at 3. He can't block. He might have removal. Walk the Plank isn't going to work. There we go. That is our first win in Limited. There we go. Unbelievable. We got one. And gems. So now I've got 100 more gems coming. Making pretty good progress for the next set. Ravnica Allegiance, which I'm getting pretty excited about. The hype train is for real with all the... Seriously, Rakdos? I don't know what we're going to do about Rakdos. It's going to be everywhere. And awesome. Okay, this is pretty good. Actually, I don't even know if it's pretty good. I'm going to stick with it. I like Mistcloak Herald. I think that's a pretty good card to draft in this set and go to town. And I think you don't lose any rating in Limited for losing. So like you do your Limited games, and if you're at like Bronze or Silver tiers, you don't lose any rating, lose any tier pips if you lose. Only once you hit Gold. I don't know, the gold tier in Constructed took me a while to get through. That was fun. Now our opponent's thinking. Blackbeard's like, man, sorry Blackbeard, I got all the pirates. Well, you wouldn't know it by this hand. I'd like to see if Soul of the Rapids is any good, but I'm not getting land drops. I'm hoping I hit some, though I have a Spell Pierce. Maybe that'll come in handy. Evolving Wilds. I forgot that was in this set. Pretty good for draft, though, isn't it? Grab the land you want. Yeah, that works. Alright, so this is kind of an ideal draw. I can Spell Pierce a non-creature spell. Still attack for 2. Then next turn I'm going to slow down a little bit. Either I draw a land, or I don't have any 2-drops in this deck. I have like 1, right? I think it was 1. Oh, he's going to gain 2 life the second I Fiery Cannonade. That's pretty good. See, I wondered if I should have gone dinosaurs. I just didn't see any good dinosaurs. They're all pretty basic. Except for the Raptors. Picked up those guys. I think this is the right way to do like a Rivals of Ixalan draft right here. Or Ixalan block is dinosaurs. Can use some land. Don't know what to do when you don't get enough land in these formats here. When it's dealt damage, so I have to block something. I'd rather not let him gain 2 life. Oh boy, that's a good one. Double strike? If it hits a player? Yeah, shoot. So I have to block, and it's trample. Oh man, that's game. That's gonna do it. So I'm gonna take 8. Too much damage next turn. I don't have any removal for a 4/4. He's gonna untap his dude. All he played was an Evolving Wilds and some really good dinosaurs. Wow. So I could Cannonade, kill the Daggertooth, not do much to the Tuscadon or the Cacophodon. He'll untap the Cacophodon. I will lose my Mistcloak Herald. This is all bad. This is just all bad. This is the game. Pretty much. Although I will live if I do that. So let's whittle him down to 13. Cannonade. Kill the Daggertooth. He untaps the Cacophodon, which isn't terrible. Gains 2 life. And now I watch my slow death right here. Going to take 10 unless he's got a combat. Oh boy, if he's got an enchantment for the Tuscadon, I'm toast. Yeah. That's... Oh boy. And he tramples, so that's it. In response to your attack, my Firebrand is going to do 1 damage to you. Nope. Spell Pierce doesn't do a lot. Yeah, see, I don't know about counter spells. They don't do too much. I kind of got mana screwed on that one too. Ha! But I don't lose rating at Bronze Tier 4. Good for me. 2 losses already. Okay, so I'm still below, like, I'm like a 25% win ratio in limited formats. Notoriously bad. I got beat pretty bad once by a flying enchantment deck once. But I mean, you know, I'm not the only one. You know, there's not everybody's good at this format. So I feel like this format is more for like good professional players. I'm gonna mulligan this. I don't like not having the right mix of land. I mean, better land mix, but not anything to play. Yeah, I'll take that. You got a favorable winds. This could end badly. Got the 5 mana I need for Soul of the Rapids. And we are going to... I'm going to take 3 just to get my Mistcloak Herald on the board, and then we'll Water Knot the Resplendent Griffin. This is a pretty good... I thought this would be a pretty good combo right here, too. Okay, well, let's Water Knot the guy who's going to potentially get huge. Did he manage to get all flyers and favorable winds? Squire's Devotion. See, that's the game right there. He just won it, just like that. The life gain. Yeah, so this is a pretty good bomb right here, Squire's Devotion. I probably should have picked that up, but I just don't know any better. I could turn my Soul of the Rapids into a 5/4 with Swashbuckling. And then block his Stormfleet Aerialist. And maybe draw into something that I can use to survive the game. He's got a handful of cards, though. If he's got any kind of card draw in there, I'm hosed. Not going to block. He's going to gain 4 more life. That's not great. Okay, so I can Swashbuckling on my guy. And if he attacks, I can dual shots an instant, so I can dual shot him down. And block with my Mistcloak Herald. And block here. He's going to gain 4 more health, but I won't lose any health. So let's see if we can delay this one. It looks really good for our opponent right now. Oh, man. Yep, I would do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to block here, and dual shot these 2 guys down. I like this for removal, but I don't think I got enough enchants. I probably should have gone white in hindsight. Now what does he have? I have one of those too. If I could draw it, I might be in business. Yeah, and he's got no problem trading this either. He can do this all day long. What, did he just get all the flyers and picked up favorable winds and happened to draw it? Yeah, that's nice. Yep. They can't block anyways. He's got no reason to not attack. City's Blessing kicks in. Spire Wind Rider becomes a 4/5. We'll block down here. Boy. No removal for that Wind Rider. My opponent walks away with a victory. Awesome. So 1 and 3 today. Not terrific. Not good at all, actually. Thanks, bro. Got a Tecatli on top of it all. It's his only non-flying creature, so we picked up all the flyers and favorable winds. Works pretty good. Cool story. Way to damage my emotions, bro. Cool. Well, no place to go but up, right? Like I said, I'm not very good at the sealed way to play just yet. I did get a win in there, which is kind of cool. Not exactly sure on the right way to draft Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan together, so I feel like I did pretty good. 100 gems isn't bad, plus an extra pack, so we'll open it up, we'll see what our reward is. And I try and do a draft every week, even though I'm free to play. I just save up my money. There's a Charging Tuskedon. This pack is better than any pack I drafted from. How funny. And a good old Squire's Devotion. Hey, pick that one up if you see it. And the rare is a Siegehorn Ceratops. That's kind of cool. So yeah, subscribe to my channel. I try and do this once every week or so, and then I do the events as they come up, and I've been climbing the ladder in Constructed. So currently at Platinum rank in Constructed, and I'm planning on getting that a little higher throughout the week as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.